What is it about Italy that you have such an affinity with? Let me ask you.
Start with the food, okay?
You
start
love
with the
food.
But it's the people. Because the Italians are so passionate about what they do. You know, an Italian mother would rather have a son who was a jewelry craftsman than a doctor.
Really?
There's more history, there's more tradition in the arts than there are in the sciences.
Pride.
There's pride, exactly. And then there's that food. So
back to the food again.
Back to the food. My friend Sebastiano Di Bari, he said to me one day, he said, Paolino, he called me Little Paul. Yeah. Paolino, you are Little Paul, Paolino. I'm 6'5".
I was gonna say, how big is he?
He would say, Paolino, you are more Italian than I am. And I was like, that is the nicest thing anybody
could say.
Ever. And we bring that to you in the jewelry. This Byzantine collection is astonishing. So I'll let you lay the groundwork, and then I'll tell a little history.
Well, let's just say it as it is. I have about 200, and they will sell out pretty much within 5 minutes. So I don't want to kind of fool around in terms of what is available. This is the Byzantine necklace, one of the most prestigious, one of the most revered, one of the most sought after types, styles, looks, feels of necklace in the world. Prior to the show, our team, because Paul sold out of so much earlier today, agreed to take the price of this down from $144. It was already going to be down from $180. They agreed to take it to $129.
Yes.
I know, that was exactly what we said. There are a couple hundred to go around. This is the necklace I'm handling with care, as you will, because this is an heirloom piece. They're letting me now know there's only 90 left. There is the bracelet as well. There's 5 flexible payments. Paul, Byzantine is as famous as it gets.
Do you know I'm vibrating? Because Byzantine is as famous as it gets. And let me tell you a little bit of history. In 330 AD, Constantinople was the capital of the world, and it was the Byzantine Empire.
Yeah.
This link was created for Constantinople. Okay. It was created for the king. Only the king was allowed to wear this link. Wow. That's how rich it was. We're talking about almost 2,000 years ago, and we are still obsessed with this link today. Now, for hundreds of years, it was punishable by death for anyone who was not of royal blood to wear this
Is that
link.
So?
Yes. So no wonder. Of course, that just makes you want it more and more and more.
Sure,
so all you jewelry hounds at home, I know. You know that the Byzantine is the king of all links. And the reason why is that each one of those links is comprised of 6 individual rings that are woven together by hand. The artists sit there with 2 pairs of pliers and a pile of gold rings, and they weave them together one at a time, and then they solder them. And then they have this magic old antique press where they smoosh it. And they smush it down into that beautiful shape that we've come to know as classic Byzantine. And then we did it for you. Now, we've never done this size before.
No.
We have never had this presence before. In 18 karat gold, we are talking about a suite that would be over $30,000.
$30,000.
That's a car.
That's a car. It's a car.
That's a car.
It's a nice car.
Yeah.
We have 50 left with everybody placing orders. It's the lowest
Look at it
price.
on Osha. Let's just look at it, the presence.
It's priceless. Are
Yes.
you kidding me? This is a once-in-a-lifetime piece of jewelry. From being, I mean, Paul, let me just say this. From being in England 20 years ago, being on television, I used to say the same thing about the Byzantine, because everybody in England, everybody in London, and in Scotland, and in Wales, and in Ireland feels the same way. It is the most prestigious link of all time.
It really
Every
is.
lady should have a Byzantine piece.
Well, and you use a great adjective, lady.
Yes.
This is jewelry for a lady. This is jewelry for a woman of the crown, a woman of power. This is jewelry for an attorney, for a physician, for an artist, for a socialite.
Sure.
For a movie star.
Yes.
That is what Byzantine is. And in this size, we are talking about the most covetable, most on-trend, most delicious, plate of gorgeous pasta jewelry you could ever get. You're going to love this. So if it's in your wheelhouse, if you can afford it, I appreciate. There's a lot of workmanship here, and there's a lot of gold and a lot of bronze. So the price is, it's hefty, but the value, when you open the box, I just want to see you go,
and you will.
And you will.
I will say, I wish you were here to hold this and feel this and touch this, because you'd really understand it's beyond words. The reason why they're flying is because and I use this word carefully, it's only $129. I have about 40 left in the necklace, the rest is in the bracelet. If you want to jump on in, this is a last call. Paul, the thing that I notice as well is even on the clasp, it's incredibly textured. It's not just a plain clasp, it's beautiful, it's high end.
No, the detail is extraordinary. By the way, if you're wondering about the size for yourself on the bracelet, the links are so bold, they are so generous in size that they actually take up a lot of space on the wrist. So if you have a 6.5-inch wrist, get the 7.5-inch bracelet.
Right.
If you have a 7.5-inch bracelet wrist, get the 8.5-inch bracelet. Right. You might think it's big, but it won't. It lays down.
I'll let you know when it's officially sold out.
Oh, I'm so excited for you. I have
What a
goosebumps.
deal.
I just have goosebumps for you.
When you said you were vibrating, I thought, is your phone ringing? I didn't know,
I
I
left that in the
know.
other room.